Welcome everyone! I thought it would be interesting to focus on games of certain players every now and then, and perhaps one of the greatest fan favorites ever is Vassily Ivanchuk. Widely considered a chess genius and capable of beating anyone on any given day, but his play just seemed too uneven to ever seriously contend for the world title. Now in 2020 there was this Legends of Chess tournament, where a couple of legendary quote-unquote older players participated in a tournament with younger players. Chucky was among the legends, and in this game he faced Ding Liren. Let's just get it started. Vassily had white and opened with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, and after knight to c3, bishop to b4, we see Ding playing the Nimzo-Indian defense. Chucky played knight to f3, and after castles and e3, Ding just took on c3 without waiting for white to play a3, which seems a bit strange, but so far white hasn't actually refuted this move. And in due time, black hopes to take advantage of white's weakened structure. After bc3, Ding went d6, planning to go e6, e5, bishop d3 developing, and now e5. Very principled and a good move. Now e5 is hanging, but taking that would be good for black actually. If white wins that pawn, then black gets plenty compensation after, for example, queen e7, attacking the knight, and after knight to f3, bishop to g4 with an annoying pin, and if white doesn't want double pawns and breaks the pin with bishop to e2, then black gets another tempo move with rook to d8, and then black can just develop further and try to target white's weak pawns. If anything, black may be better here. Therefore, Ivanchuk doesn't get greedy and goes e4 here. Black traded on d4 in order to go rook to e8 and pressure the e4 pawn together with the knight. But again, white isn't concerned with pawns and just castles. Ivanchuk clearly prefers development over material, but Ding did accept the challenge and won that pawn. Rook e1 was played, then knight to f6, just putting the knight back where it was. Black shouldn't go bishop to f5 trying to defend, since after queen to c2, black will lose the piece, because after d5, white can just take, and after queen takes, there's knight to g5, and because the knight cannot move, since that would blunder checkmate on e8, black must part with the knight. Ding knew that, of course, and just retreated the knight. White traded on e8, but after bishop to g5, Ding went f6, and that unfortunately wasn't the best move. Ding could have gone knight to f6 back, and after, for example, queen to c2, h6, bishop to h4, and bishop to g4, black could even rob white of the bishop pair after knight to d2, g5, bishop g3, and knight to h5, and black cannot really be in trouble here. Going back, f6 happened, the bishop dropped back to d2, knight to d7, anticipating white's next move. After queen to c2, Ding went knight to f8, covering the h7 pawn. Rook e1 was played next, and now it's clearly visible how much better developed white is. All of white's pieces are active, or at the very least have potential. Meanwhile, all the black pieces are on the back rank. Looks bad. Now, c6 was played. Black may want to play d6, d5 at some point, but also he hopes to at least get a knight off the back rank. a4, but after knight to c7, getting a piece out, white played d5 himself, depriving black of that move, gaining space and also taking e6 away from the black pieces. And unfortunately for Ding, it quickly went downhill from here. c5 was played, but then knight to h4, eyeing one of the holes in black's position, the f5 square. Knight to a6, hoping to exchange the light square bishop after knight to b4. Therefore, bishop to f5. knight b4 anyway, but then simply queen to e4, bishop d7, rook to e3, maybe swinging the rook to the king side, but then bishop takes a4 was played, at least winning a pawn, but it's the other side of the board where the action takes place. And in fact, black's position is so bad that Chucky already has a forced checkmate at this point. Starting with bishop takes h7 check, Ding played king to f7. If the knight takes that, then it's a quick mate after queen e6 check, king h8, or king to f8, it doesn't matter, because knight g6 is checkmate either way. Therefore, king to f7, knight to f5. What doesn't work, by the way, is queen to e8, hoping to trade queens, because knight takes d6 is actually mate in 1. Therefore, knight takes bishop, but after knight h6 check, Ding actually resigned the game. If he'd taken that knight, then it's a quick mate after queen takes knight check, king f8, rook to g3, and now after whatever black does, let's say f5, rook g8 is checkmate. Nice and classy performance by Ivanchuk. Honestly, Ding had an off day when playing this game, but credit to Chucky for refuting his play and getting this nice attack. Anyway, I also chose Ding because I'm planning to show some games of Ivanchuk against world champions, starting with the newest ones, so more games are coming your way soon. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching Chess Student and take care.